leave the app, but she has no idea how to leave the live stream. So she's stuck here. She literally is trying to figure out how to leave, but she doesn't know how.
He keeps muting people whenever he doesn't want anyone to hear.
Ma'am, you're the one who can't figure out how to leave this live.
You are trying to raise a family, and this is wonderful.
Obviously. Okay. Anyhow,
yeah, put on your little tin cap hat because you need like an emotional stability. Yeah. Yeah.
Ma'am, can you please name one policy? Name one policy. Ma'am, I have 32 children. Can you tell me one policy? Name one policy. Just one. I'm not even asking for 4 or 5.
I grew up in Obama. I grew up in Biden. And guess what?
Ma'am, shh. Guess what? You're silent. Ma'am, tell me one policy that Donald Trump has ever passed. Ma'am, one policy Donald Trump has ever passed. You're the one who can't figure out how to leave this live stream because you're stuck here, right? So you gotta entertain me. Ma'am, what policy? Name one single solitary policy. You don't know how to get off. Tell me one policy that Donald Trump passed. Tell me one policy that Donald Trump has ever passed. Go ahead. It's all by your choice. Okay. Ma'am, she figured it out. Let's get some yays in the chat. She finally turned off her cell phone. What just happened? What just happened? Let's get some yays in the chat. That was hilarious. Y'all heard her struggling. She was like, how do I turn this thing off? She had no idea how to leave. Oh my gosh. My lungs hurt. That was phenomenal. That was hilarious. Whew. I forgot her name already, but she was funny. That was funny. That was phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Hello, guest. Hi, are you voting for the felon?
Hello?
Hello? Are you voting for the felon?
Are you voting for communists?
No, I'm voting for Kamala, not Donald Trump. So why are you also voting for Kamala?
You are voting for communists. That's what's going to happen.
I'm not voting for Jill Stein either. I said Kamala.
Kamala Harris, will turn this country into a communist country, and
wait,
you know
are you confused? I know that the image is a little confusing because it says both their names and it doesn't say who's who. I should have put arrows here for people like you. Donald Trump is this one. Kamala's this one. Kamala's this one. Donald Trump is this one. I don't know if you knew the difference, but
so
maybe now you'll get it. So again, why are you voting for the felon?
I'm not going to need to get it. Seriously?
I don't know that you have the capacity to get it. So tell me, hold on, let me help you.
I'm not
now
smart.
maybe you'll have better cellular service if I put my tinfoil hat on. You put yours on, and maybe we could I could hand you some brain cells. Tell me again, why are you voting for the felon?
Like I said, answer your question. Why are you voting for a communist person?
For the final time, I'm not voting for Donald Trump. You have a listening problem. I'm voting for Kamala Harris. So why are you voting for the felon?
I do. I have a problem with hearing, but you don't let people talk.
No, you don't have a problem with hearing. Goodness gracious. No, you just don't know how to listen.
Oh, I don't.
Right. There you go. You got it. Now you got it. Yay! You figured it out. So again, why are you voting for the felon?
Donald Trump has always been there for America.
Why'd you say it like that?
He's always been there for everybody. And you know why?
You just called Donald Trump a woman.
Even though that you might just ask me questions, which I will answer.
Do you realize you're still confusing the candidates? Hold on. Ma'am, you're still confusing who the candidates are. You just said Donald Trump, and then you said she in the same sentence. Ma'am, for the final time, this is not Donald Trump. This one is Donald Trump. Again, I know that there's two names up here and I didn't put arrows for you. This is Kamala Harris. This is Donald Trump. Okay, let's try this again. Please unmute. One more time now because you're confusing them still. I don't know why you put she in the same sentence as Donald Trump. So again, why are you voting for the felon? To be clear, you are voting for this one, yes? This one? Ma'am, are you still with us?
Yes.
Okay. You're voting for this one?
And you're voting for
Are you sundowning or something? What is happening right now? Are you okay?
No, are you?
Are you voting for this one?
No, who are you voting for? Communist?
I'm trying to figure out who you're voting for. I think I broke her. Ma'am, this one or this one? Who are you voting for? Kamala or Donald Trump? And to preface this further,
Trump.
Okay,
so I'm not
all right,
say felon.
perfect. To be clear, I know you're confused. Donald Trump is a man, and you called him she.
No, I did not.
No, you did.
No, I didn't.
Ma'am, this is on video. I rewatched to ensure you did before I said so. You did.
I said that who you are voting for, she
No,
is
that's not what you said. You said Donald Trump, and then you said how she fought for America, blah, blah, blah. Again, that's why I'm trying to ensure that you know who you're talking about. Anyhow, why are you voting for the felon?
He's not one.
No, again, we're not talking about Kamala. Kamala's a woman, and she's not a felon. This one is a felon, right? So,
I said,
so why are you voting
he is not one.
Right. And I'm telling you, Kamala's the she. You're confusing still.
I said he. I did not say she.
No, I know. You're saying he's not a felon. I'm telling you, no, she's not a felon. You're confusing she and he. He is a felon. Right? He is a felon. She is not a felon. So why are you voting for the felon again?
I'm voting for Trump.
Okay, yes. Good job. You got, okay, so we got that sentence out. So now why the felon?
He's not a felon. Felon.
Trump is not a felon. How is he not a felon?
Because he's not. He did nothing wrong, and you know it.
How did he do nothing wrong?
Just because, when someone hates you, they're going to do things to you and they don't like you.
Ew, so you're saying because Donald Trump... excuse me, so wait, hold on, take a step back. So you're saying all because... Excuse me, ma'am, shut up or I'll shut you up, ma'am. Shut your mouth. Don't just keep screaming over me. So you're saying that because Donald Trump hated E. Jean Carroll, he was allowed to grape her? Is that what you're suggesting? All because Donald Trump hated E. Jean Carroll, he was allowed to grape her? Is that really what you're trying to talk about? Like, that's a disgusting way to look at this case. That is absolutely disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, but you keep calling him a felon. And that's disgusting.
Actually, he's a good man. To be clear, ma'am, I'm not calling him a felon.
Yes, you are.
No, ma'am. The criminal justice,
he's a felon.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, the criminal justice system called him a felon. I'm simply repeating what they said.
Yeah, but you just asked me if I'm voting for a felon.
Because, right, I was asking, are you voting for the felon? No, I ain't call him that. The justice system did. Ma'am, you're not listening?
Because I would never think of
1, 2, 3, eyes on me, guest. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Okay, again, I can't believe that just fucking worked. What the fuck? Ma'am, again, one more time here. We got to understand, Donald Trump, you're saying that I'm calling him a felon? No, the criminal justice system declared he's a felon. I'm just repeating what they said. Right? So now we recognize Donald Trump is a felon because you're not a lawyer, neither are you a prosecutor, neither are you an attorney, neither are you a judge, neither are you you were a member of the jury. If you were, you probably should have been dismissed. But let's recognize here that Donald Trump was found guilty unanimously. Thus, he is a convicted felon. He's also out on bail right now, awaiting sentencing. Innocent people don't go on bail and await sentencing. You agree with that?
Do you realize if somebody was really that much in trouble, they already would be in jail right now?
No,
so
that's not real. That's not how this works, ma'am. That's not how this works, ma'am. That's not how this works. Ma'am, you need to calm down. Ma'am, shh. To everybody in the chat, you're welcome. I'm glad I shushed her. Ma'am, your voice, I'm sure you've heard this a lot. It's a little irritating, right? It's up there. It's really up there. And then when your energy is up here as well, it's not a good combination. So let's take one of them down here. Let's use either our inside voices or let's try to speak coherently. Okay? Your pick. I don't care which, but let's try to do one. Okay? All right. So let's try to get out one conversation point here. Can you tell me one policy that Donald Trump passed that benefited the middle class economically? Now you got to use numbers. I know that's a tough one. No numbers. That's okay.
It's the wall.
No, that was not an option.
American, that's a policy.
Tell me. Thank you, ma'am. I asked for a policy, ma'am. You're forgetting, ma'am. Why are you so loud? Take the microphone out of your mouth. Are you like putting the phone in your mouth and you're like, oh,
you know darn well that whenever they open the border, that's illegal to do.
Goodness gracious, ma'am. I kid you not. I feel like you're taking the phone and putting it in your mouth and you're like, ma'am, you need to like Stop talking so loud into the phone. Let's use our inside voices. Okay, I'm going to ask you again. Name one policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class, and please take the phone out of your mouth. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's unmute and try that again, ma'am. Don't cry on me now. Respond. Let's go. Ma'am, it's the button that looks like a microphone. You just got to tap the button that looks like a microphone. Folks, if you like what you're hearing today, feel free to support me. Venmo and PayPal are in the bio. I greatly appreciate it. That's right. We are educating and entertaining today. If you're enjoying the show, feel free to support us. Guest, can you unmute? Do you know how? Here, ready? A big notification just popped up on your screen that says, would you like to unmute? You just have to click yes. So now you can't pretend like you don't know how to unmute. Otherwise, you're trying to get me to kick you because you are scared to come talk to me, right? Ma'am, my voice is still coming out of your cell phone. Unmute. Ma'am, unmute. Ma'am, unmute. Again, there's a big invite on your screen that says, would you like to unmute? You just have to click yes. Ma'am, don't be afraid. Ma'am, folks, she can unmute whenever she wants. There is a massive notification on her screen that I just sent her. It's taking up 1/3 of her screen and it says, would you like to unmute? Yes or no. She just has to press yes. So if she's pretending right now she doesn't know how to unmute so that I kick her and be like, I guess she can't unmute. I guess we'll have to kick her. Not going to happen. I'm not going to kick her. She can either run away or unmute. Again, there's a big notification that says, would you like to unmute? Ma'am, are you chat GPTing right now? Is that what's happening? Are you Googling? Let's be so real. You probably use like Bing or AOL as your search engine, don't you? You're like, let me go look this up on Yahoo News. Ma'am, I need you to unmute. Okay, you got ma'am. There's an invite on your screen. Okay, you just got to click that unmute button. Come talk to me. Don't be shy. There you go. Yay! She should calm down. Yay!
No, I'm sorry. I just my phone wouldn't do anything.
Ah, sure. So hopefully that gave you maybe that gave you enough time to look up ChatGPT, and I'm glad that you did some research. Okay, all right. So name one policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class.
Wait, am I still too loud?
Can you name the policy?
Yeah, like I said, he kept illegals out.
Ma'am, tell me one policy that Donald Trump passed.
I did.
Ma'am,
it's a policy.
All right, let me ask you again. Everybody now. Everybody in the chat, listen to the question. Ma'am, you listen to the question. And then everybody in the chat, you tell me if she answers my question. Ma'am, tell me a policy that Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class. Now, you tell me your answer.
OMG, what? That's what he said. OMG, what? What a policy she did. Oh, thank you, whoever said that.
Okay, ma'am.
And I did say
answer
my
the
policy.
question. One policy.
I did.
One policy. Ma'am, one policy that
policy.
Donald Trump passed that economically benefited the middle class. Go ahead.
Ask me the same question when I've been answering.
Ma'am, saying immigration, that's not a policy that economically benefits. Ma'am,
because I've already
2 points. Ma'am, 2 points. Ma'am, I know you were Googling. I know you were Googling. Yes, I know when you were muted, you were Googling. Ma'am, I need you to I need you to
I didn't lie to you.
Ma'am.
No, don't say ma'am. Sir.
Eyes on me. Class, eyes on me. Class, eyes on me. Ma'am, eyes on me. We're not doing this. You need to stop. Okay, again.
No, I don't need to stop.
Ma'am, you need to stop. Eyes on me.
No,
1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Why does that work for you? That was the twice. It's worked for you twice. You shut up after. Let's be clear. I say, ma'am, I said 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, and then you did this twice now.
That's fine.
Ma'am, let's be so real. First off, twice I said 1, 2, 3, eyes on me, and you shut up both times. Why is that working for you? Okay, 2. I'm asking you for an economic policy. You're saying immigration. 2 points. 1, immigration's not a policy. Okay, right? That's not a policy. You got to name a policy. And 2, immigration, saying immigration. Donald Trump closed the border. He didn't close the border. 2, saying immigration didn't benefit middle-class Americans economically through a policy. So tell me again the policy that Donald Trump passed that benefited middle-class Americans economically. Go ahead.
You know darn well that it's illegal to have an open border, and she keeps telling you
You support.
But it was,
Let's be clear.
No, I don't have to be clear. And you know darn well it's illegal.
Ma'am, you haven't been clear.
They're not legal.
Ma'am, I'm
they're
saying
illegal, and it's wrong. And
did you just call me illegal? Did she just call me illegal? Ma'am, what are you even saying anymore? I need you to, let's take a step back. Let's do a quick breather. Let's re-step in here. We'll do this respectfully because I am genuinely curious about your stance regarding the border. So let's take a quick deep breath. Are you still listening?
Very unclear. I'm not very unclear. Who said that?
Ma'am, stop reading the comments. Just listen to me.
She's clueless.
Ma'am.
Thank you. I'm clueless.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Respectfully, love your energy. I really do. But I really do need you just to answer this question.
I'm actually kind of glad that I'm talking to you.
All right. Well, so let's break this down. So I'm going to tell you, and it's okay if you don't know the answer to this. Genuinely, I'm just curious. Do you know Donald Trump's border policy? Again, you're not a legislator. You don't have to. But do you know it or not? I'm not judging. I'm just curious.
I'm aware of a lot. What he still wants to finish the wall, and he wants to keep all the illegals out. Okay. It's only not being like racist. It's just coming the legal way.
Ma'am, I hear you. So I will tell you his policy and I will tell you her policy. And you tell me what you agree with and disagree with. And I will tell you exactly who is who. Is my phone vibrating or is that you?
It's mine.
Okay. No, you're good.
My husband was calling.
Let's start off. So do you support the wall?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, Donald Trump, he's not just going to build the wall, obviously, like, because you don't just like build a wall and leave it. That's a vanity project. He wants to put like 2,000 security.
Right?
Talked a little bit about this, but Donald Trump wants to cap immigration. Basically, per day, only a certain amount of people can come over the border. Do you agree with that?
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Ma'am?
Can you repeat that? Because my
Sorry.
phone is...
Yeah, so Donald Trump wants to cap immigration, so only a certain amount of people can cross the border per day. If you're not within that limit of people, you're not allowed over. Do you agree with capping immigration?
Are you referring to if they're coming over illegally or
no? Well, he's going to block out everybody illegally, but legally, only a certain amount of people would be allowed over as well, so that you're not getting flooded by immigrants. Which I get that. I have some questions about it, but do you agree with him capping immigration?
I mean, taking it totally out?
No, ma'am. It's like, when you fill a bottle, you can only fill it a certain way effectively. So he's saying you can only fill the bottle a certain amount. We're not going to let you fill the bottle entirely. Do you agree with capping immigration the same way you would like cap a soda bottle after it's full? Am I explaining this wrong?
No, not at all.
So like instead of 500 legal immigrants, he'll say only 200 are allowed over today. The other 300 try again tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, they would be coming in legally. I'm okay with them coming
Illegal's
legally.
out. Illegal is out.
Okay.
Legal cap. Illegal is gone. He will block out illegal immigrants entirely. If they come through legally, there's a cap still so that we're not getting flooded with illegal immigrants. Do you agree with that cap? It's just a yes or no.
I have to say yes.
Okay.
I don't want
that's
them.
Fine. Well,
whenever.
No, and that's fine. I have questions about it myself. However, I get it. So let's look at. So you agree with his wall. You agree with the border security. I have questions about where the salaries are coming from, but it's fine. You agree with the cap on immigration. Again, I understand the cap on immigration. I have questions. He wanted, what was it? Asylum. So, okay, this one, so he wants people who, if you come here seeking asylum illegally, he will turn you away and ban you from seeking asylum for 5 years.
I don't know if that's true or not. Does that mean whenever they have their kids with them?
No.
Because
So if somebody comes here,
with children, They separated.
Right. No, that's not it. That's not it. So wait, let me explain again.
I've heard of that before. Yeah. When they're not coming in legally.
No, you're misunderstanding. Let me explain it again. So if somebody comes here illegally and says, I'm fleeing my country and I'm going to cross the border illegally, I need asylum, he's going to say, no, you can't do that illegally.
Then don't come in that way. You need to come legally.
But so he's saying because
coming through, just sneaking through the border that way when knowing what they're doing is wrong.
Right. But so he's saying
come in the way they're supposed
to. Wait, ma'am, I just need a yes or no. So again, he's saying if you come here illegally to seek asylum and you don't do it the legal way, I'm going to block you from doing so for 5 years. Do you agree with stop? So again, if somebody comes here illegally seeking asylum and they don't do it the legal way, if they do it illegally instead of legally, he's going to bar them from seeking asylum for 5 years.
I'm not sure what he would, because I know that with all of.
I think you're thinking too hard on it.
There's probably really more into that than what you're saying.
No, there's really not. I'm trying to explain again. So again, if somebody is seeking if somebody is seeking asylum and they do it illegally and they get caught, he's going to send them back to their country for 5 years and say, try again in 5 years and do it the legal way. Do you agree with that? Yes or no?
Well, I don't know if it would be 5 years. It's just like a yes
or no. It is 5 years, and it doesn't matter. Let's say it's 1 year.
I don't know that I don't know if you're just saying that random 5 years, but there's probably reasons why.
Well, hold on. Wait, forget 5 years.
So I don't know if that would be a yes or no, because there's probably more to it.
Ma'am, take out that number then. It doesn't matter. Now think of it this way. Donald Trump says, if you are seeking asylum here and you come here illegally, I'm turning you away. Do you agree with that? Do you want illegal asylum seekers? Why is this hard? I'm confused. This is a policy that even I agree with.
It's not. It's just I think you're trying to.
I'm not trying to catch you. I'm just asking you. You're thinking too much of how.
For Trump, no matter what you say, but whatever he says and what the idea. But I agree by saying yes.
Right, ma'am. You're thinking too much of.
He said, yeah. I
You're
say
not
yes.
listening. You're thinking too much of how I'm trying to catch
yes
you.
Yes or no, but I said yes.
Okay, ma'am. So you're saying yes, you agree with that. Okay, to confirm, because even I agree with this policy of his. I don't think this is a bad thing. I have questions, but
yes or no.
Right, okay. Because you're not you're thinking too much of how I'm trying to. I'm not trying to catch you.
Answer.
Right,
yes,
it's really not.
Say no.
Say no. So again, if somebody comes here illegally looking for asylum, you want to stop. You're reading the comments. You're not listening to me. I'm going to kick you if you don't stop this. You're wasting too much of my time. I'm really trying to do this respectfully, and you're not giving me the same respect back. Are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. So one more time to confirm your stance, because again, I agree with this. I have comments and concerns, but we'll talk about Kamala's policy after, so this doesn't matter because we'll get to it. But if somebody comes here illegally seeking asylum, he will turn them away. Do you agree with turning away somebody who's seeking asylum illegally? Again, I agree with this. I still have questions about it, but do you agree with that policy of his?
Of his, yes.
Okay.
There I answered everybody. So it was going to.
There we go. The last one, Donald Trump wants to give money to border states. Just sending them checks to secure the border how they see fit. We're talking millions of dollars, which could lead to who knows what kind of hikes on taxes and whatnot. But whatever, we'll talk about that after. Again, he wants to send millions of dollars to border states. Do you support funding the border states like Texas? Would you support giving like 20 million to Texas to secure the border how they want? Ma'am? Ma'am, you clicked out. Can you come back in? Ma'am. She's so disrespectful to me. I don't understand what's going on. Ma'am, can you please rejoin? Ma'am. Ma'am, we were mid-conversation. Ma'am. This is so painful. Ma'am? Ma'am, you just clicked out. Is she ChatGPTing again? She just ran away. Okay. Folks, if you want to support me, Venmo and Cash App, PayPal are in the bio, and I greatly appreciate it. She ran away because she realized that she just got caught in a trap. That's what happened. What happened here is she agreed she supports the wall, she supports the 1,500 border agents, she supports the cap on immigration, and she supports barring people from seeking asylum illegally. I told her that was Donald Trump's plan, and the moment I said it was his plan, she said, I support it. We went step by step, and she felt as though she was about to get tricked, so she kept hesitating, but then we got the answer, and she said yes to every single thing. That's Kamala Harris's plan. Then when she realized she got caught in a trap, she just ran away. That's what happened. You got caught, man. Let's just be clear, though. Again, these MAGA Republicans support Kamala Harris's plan so long as you put Donald Trump's name on it. You could say this is Donald Trump's plan, even though it's Kamala's, and they'll say, yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. Yes, I support it. Yes, oh, I love it. And then you say it was actually Kamala's, and they freak out. Hi, are you voting for Donald Trump, Billy?
Yes, I am.
Gotcha. And why do you support crime?
That is
it's not a loaded question
to ask. Yeah,
he's a felon.
You're asking me.
No, he's a felon.
He has 32 counts of the exact same thing that every businessman does.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
So what are the counts?
That's not true. But hold on. Let's take a step back even from that. Let's say every single businessman in America, like you just said, has all the same felony counts. Donald Trump was also found liable of sexual abuse. So why do you want to support a rapist?
How do you know that's the truth? How do you let me connect.
You're just coming up here and saying Donald Trump committed no crimes. You're like, yeah, I know that he committed those felonies, but you know what? Everybody does those felonies. Gosh. And then I say, what about the sexual abuse? And you're like, he didn't do the sexual abuse. Wait, hold on. I want to try the next one. Let me try the next one.
You can't do
that. Let me try the next one. Let me try the next one. I don't care what's fair to you. Let me try. You know what's not fair? Hold on. You know what's not fair? Hey, we can have a conversation, but it's after I'm done speaking. I got to make a point here. One, I want to ask you about his civil fraud next, and I know you want to get as far away from his crimes as possible because you MAGA Republicans don't like it. It makes you uncomfortable. It goes against your religion, and y'all are deeply religious, but then you're voting for a rapist, so you have a tough time, and it's very emotionally conflicting. You just said it's not fair, though. What's not fair? Hold on. Yeah, wait, is that... Hold on. It's not fair. It's not fair to... Hold on. It's not fair to present facts.
Actually, give me the opportunity.
Billy, shut up. It's not fair to present facts? You didn't like facts? You know what's not fair? Stripping away the right to choose from women, that's not fair. Hurting the rights of union workers and impeding on their freedoms to join a union, that's not fair. Ripping transgender Americans out of the military, not fair. Telling Muslim Americans that they're banned from coming back to America, that's not fair. Telling black Americans that they can vote, but their vote might not count as much as a white American, that's not fair. Telling LGBTQ plus Americans that they can love each other, but they can never marry according to your policies, that's not fair. Telling a parent that they can't educate their kids how they see fit and that you're going to ban their books and educate them how you see fit, that's not fair. Nobody wants your 10 commandments in their classroom. Telling the middle class that you're going to steamroll them and hike up their taxes, that's not fair. And then telling them that they're getting a tax cut and to shut up and take it, that's even more not fair. Telling farmers to go bankrupt or rise their costs, that's not fair. So you want to talk about what's not fair? Let's talk about all of that. Tell me again, why are you voting for the felon? Tell me again, why are you voting? You're stuttering. Don't get shy on me. Why are you voting for the felon?
You're not giving me the opportunity to speak.
Pick yourself up. Get off the floor. Answer. Why are you voting for the felon? Floor is yours. Go.
You are not allowing me to speak. You're
Don't
being
complain.
extremely
Don't
rude.
complain. Don't complain.
You're not respecting
Don't complain.
me as an
You're complaining.
individual.
You're complaining.
You sound like a woman.
Hello? You're complaining.
You sound like a woman.
Oh, you're taking every vibe right out of the psychology textbook. You went from saying, I'm a victim, to saying, I'm going to insult
never said
you.
I was a victim.
Hold on. No, you did. You said, it's not fair. This isn't fair. You go from victim to insulting.
You're literally telling me that why am I, again, you're acting like a female.
Listen closely. Again, you're on insult now. Do you know what comes after insult?
Viewers, this is what you watch.
Billy, this is first year psychology. Billy, you're going to aggression phase.
You're terrible.
Billy, shh. Let me explain for everybody watching this. He went from victimizing himself, saying this isn't fair. Then he goes into insulting, which is him calling me a woman. Third, he's saying, you're a woman, you act like a woman, blah, blah, blah. Okay, like I don't care. And then third, you're going to get aggressive, which is what you're doing with the mute button now by repeatedly trying to unmute. Fourth comes the F slur. You're getting ready to hate crime, right? And then fifth, you run away. This is basic psychology. It's the 5 rules. I know very well how this goes. You're on step 2. You're moving to step 3 with unmuting yourself over and over again. Step 4 is when you say the F slur, and then step 5 is when you run away. Calm down. So tell me again, why are you voting for the felon?
I have been calm this entire time. You had not
felon, because I'm hearing a lot of talking. I'm not hearing a lot of responding.
You're talking over me. So
you're getting aggressive. I need you to just tell me why you're voting for the felon. I don't need your life story. I don't care.
I'm actually talking.
Can you tell me why you're voting? No, now you're talking calmly. You just lowered an octave. Tell us again, why are you voting for the felon? Can you just answer? Can you just answer?
You still are not letting me speak.
Answer the question.
That's why I labeled you as a woman.
Thank you. You labeled me. Hold on, wait, hold on. You insulted. Hold on. Don't insult. I'm calling you. I'm gonna stop you there. Yeah, you're trying to insult women now. Look, hey, ladies in the chat. He's now trying to insult you.
Fine. Yeah, get him on your side.
Next, you go back into aggression. Calm down.
They're laughing at you, bro.
The women are not on your side. The women are not on your side.
They are,
ma'am.
You have this,
sir,
platform,
guest,
you're not giving me the opportunity to speak.
Sir, you need to stop. You got to calm down. Again, I asked you 5 times and I'm begging you to answer the simple question. I didn't even ask you about policy yet. Why are you voting for the felon? I don't know why you can't answer that.
I am voting for Donald Trump because he's the best candidate for this country.
Wow. That's like me saying, hey, what kind of food do you like to eat? And you saying the edible kind. I need you to give me the ingredients on what kind of food you like to eat. Break down this Donald Trump's the best candidate.
Can you give me an opportunity?
I'm asking you a question. Stop complaining. Why do all you MAGA Republicans just complain all the time?
Sitting down.
I'm going to go pee sitting. First off, I'd rather pee sitting down than standing up. I don't know why all you MAGA Republicans are so concerned with peeing next to a man with your urinal. Like, why are you guys so interested in peeing next to a man standing up? And then you look at me and say something homophobic. You guys are the ones, like, MAGA, excuse me, Billy, you MAGA Republicans are the ones running around saying you like to sit while peeing. Heck yeah. Why do I need to stand next to a grown-ass man as he's peeing with some 80-year-old man peeing? I'm not interested. Why are y'all so into this? Is it kink? What is it? So again, can you tell me why you're voting for the felon and break it down?
Okay.
Can you break it down?
While Donald Trump was in office, there were 0 wars.
No, that's not true. You just lied. Yeah, you just lied.
What wars was America involved in?
Yeah, we could talk about Afghanistan, Syria. We could talk about the genocide and starvation. I'm not done speaking, so you will not be speaking when I am. We could talk about the starvation and genocide in Yemen, right? We could talk about these things. But you're suggesting that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are the cause of the conflict between Gaza and Israel and Ukraine and Russia. That's not true.
So you explain that for war. So yes, why if America said,
pardon me. Pardon you. Excuse you. Yeah. Excuse you. Again, you don't have a choice but to defend Ukraine. That's not an option to you.
Why?
Excuse you. You signed the Budapest Memorandum in the 1990s, denuclearizing them. You now have to hold up your end of the bargain and act as their weaponry. That was the deal signed by America and Ukraine. You don't get a choice. So you can keep saying that we should defund them or we should get out of there. It's not your choice.
Excuse me.
You're not going to war. 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 You're not going to. Excuse me. One more time. You're not going to war. You're not going to war. Stop asking silly questions. You're not going to war. You're not going to war. You're not going to war. Hey, Billy.
You don't know anything about.
Billy, shut up. Billy, if you unmute again before I'm done explaining this, you're getting kicked. Okay? Let me talk. Everybody's telling you, let me talk. The fact of the matter, all you MAGA Republicans, I want to say thank you for telling everybody, let me talk. I appreciate it. Thank you, MAGA. Thank you, MAGA Republicans. I'm glad you're finally on my side. Billy, you are not going to war, but you're suggesting that the conflict between Ukraine and Russia is Kamala and Joe's fault. Tell me how it's their fault. Go ahead. Tell me how it's their fault.
I'm not going to say that it is their fault.
You're not going to say it's their fault. Why are you saying then that we are going to go to war and that they go to war?
What is your problem, bro?
You just said it was, sir. You just said it was their fault, and now you're not saying it's their fault.
Breastfeed a cat, bro. How many cats do you own?
What are your insults? First off,
how many cats do you own?
I have 32 cats, actually.
Exactly.
This is one of them.
Why do you
Isn't
guys,
it adorable?
I didn't even know that.
Isn't it so cute?
I just said that because it's true.
I have 32 cats.
Yeah. You come from the same fucking cloth.
Isn't this one adorable?
Crazy.
Don't you love this one?
Insane.
Isn't it so cute?
Literally stereotype you.
Hey, guest, look, Billy, hold on. Shh. Listen, you could hear it meow.
When you fund a country, you back them up. Right?
Excuse me, guys. The fact of the matter is, we look at China and we look at Ukraine and Russia, and we know for a fact, that we signed the Budapest member. I'm getting paid for this.
Yes,
I'm getting paid for this, folks. Venmo and apparently the DNC and Kamala are paying me for this.
People to Venmo you money because you don't have.
Guys, Venmo me money. Venmo and PayPal in the bio.
Get a job, bro.
Get a job. I have a full-time job, Billy. What do you do? Billy, come back. Tell us what you do. Billy, don't run away. Come on. I want to know what you do now. Come on. Anyhow, folks, apparently I'm getting paid by the DNC. So if you're a member of the DNC, Venmo and PayPal in the bio. Oh, he ran away. You ought to support me. Apparently the DNC's paying me. It's so easy to trigger MAGA Republicans. I'll tell you what. Like, to trigger MAGA Republicans is so easy. Watch. Guest, hi, are you voting for the felon?
Hello.
Hi.
What it is. Yeah,
Dana, thank you so much for the $5 from the DNC. Dana, $5 from the DNC. Let's go. WDNC in the chat. DNC, thank you so much, Dana. Guest, hi, are you voting for the felon?
Yeah, I'm voting for Trump, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's the same thing. Save me some time and just say, yes, you're voting for the felon. So why are you supporting crime? Do you support crime or do you just hate our police?
First off, I want to say Trump's a G. He's a G. He beat all the charges.
Rapist. Trump. Wait, hold on. You said Trump's a G. Yes, I agree. Trump is a G. He's a rapist, but it's actually spelt with an R. The G is just so that it doesn't go against TikTok policy, but the G is actually technically silent. But yes, you're right. He is indeed a rapist. Yay! The guest knows something. G is for rapist. Anyhow. Yes, you're right. Did you mean? Oh, you have an echo. You have an echo. Did you mean grifter? Maybe you meant grifter. Did you mean grifter? Did you mean geriatric patient? Oh my gosh. Geriatric patient, rapist. What do you mean? Grifter? Unmute. Come on. Get back in the game. Let's go, bud. Come on. Get back. Let's go. Fix the mute and get back in. Let's go. Come on. Unmute. Unmute.
Hello?
You still got an echo. X out of the app. X back in. Scroll out of the app. Scroll back in. You still got an echo. X out of the app. X back in. Okay, he needs to go. Karen, thank you so much for the Karen, $5. Karen, thank you so much for the $5 to buy cat food for my 32 cats I apparently have. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Somebody commented, dude, I fear you. Guys, there's no reason to fear me. I'm a very nice guy. When I channel my father, when I channel my mother, that's when you should be scared. Guest, hi, are you voting for the rapist?
Yeah, I am, but I'm just curious.
Why'd you say that so excited? Why were you so excited about that? It sounds like I was like, why are you voting for the rapist? And you were like, yes, I am. Like, what was that about, man? Can you just tell us why you're don't get so excited on us? Like, it was a little cringy. Why are you voting for the rapist?
Are you gonna let me talk?
I'm trying to ask. Yeah, why are you voting for the rapist? And stop getting so excited. It's a little weird.
Because I think that that my life was better for the 4 years he was president. And the last 4 years of Kamala Harris and Biden.
Who is Kamala?
Excuse me?
Who you said Joe Biden, who is Kamala?
Kamala Harris. Kamala.
I don't know who you're talking about.
The vice president?
The vice president's name is Kamala Harris.
Oh, Kamala. My bad.
Okay.
You couldn't figure that out? I mean, is your IQ not high enough to figure that out?
No, I have the average IQ of a Trump supporter. Continue.
I don't say it, but okay.
Oh, sorry. Do you think I'm too high for a Trump supporter? Might be too high for a Trump supporter.
So my question is, are you going to let people talk, or you just want to bash people because they have a different opinion?
Is my mouth moving?
Is your mouth moving?
A different opinion?
Yeah, people have different opinion. You won't let them talk.
Sir, no. Democrats and Republicans have different opinions. MAGA far-right rhino fascists like you, it's not a different opinion. You're just trying to strip away the rights and freedoms of other Americans. Think of it this way. Think of it this way. Here's a good comparison for you so that you understand the big picture here.
Okay, go
Kamala, ready? Kamala has a policy where she supports pro-choice freedom, right? Kamala also has a policy for pro-lifers where she's going to offer a $6,000 permanent child tax credit to first-time parents so that if they do give birth and choose to give birth, they'll be supported until that baby becomes an adult. That's a pro-life and pro-choice. I'm not done. That's a pro-choice and pro-life policy. They may disagree, pro-lifers and pro-choicers, and yet she's giving them both a win. Donald Trump doesn't have a single pro-life policy on his platform that supports the mother after she gives birth. Neither does he believe in the right to choose. So it's not a disagreement, right?
That's why
Because
you're
hold on,
voting for her?
shh, pay attention. This is an
Don't shish
example.
me.
This is a big
you don't have the
example.
privilege to
This
shish
is a
me, son.
big example of the
Boy,
big picture.
you don't
Hold
have
on,
you don't have the
shh,
privilege.
Calm down. I actually do have the privilege to shush you. It's called a mute button. Welcome to life. So again, that is a disagreement between pro-lifers and pro-choicers, but Kamala is giving them both a win. Donald Trump isn't giving anybody a win because he is who you're voting for, and it's not a disagreeing on opinion like you said. You said we were disagreeing on opinion. No. You're just trying to strip away the rights and freedoms of women. Anyhow, so why are you voting for the felon? Back it up. Let's go.
I was trying to tell you, but you rudely interrupted me like you did.
Rudely interrupted? You told me, you gave me full permission. You said, please go ahead. You basically begged me. So again, why are you voting for the felon?
Yeah, I begged you. Okay. So the reason why I'm voting for the so-called felon is,
how is it so called?
Because I think that a lot of the courts, I mean, they were rigged. I mean, you know, nobody with any common sense would ever think that any of that was real. I mean, it was bogus. I mean, if you watched it.
Okay, calm down. You're stuttering now. Chill.
I'm not stuttering.
You sound very nervous. Are you okay?
All right. No,
Anyhow,
no, I'm not nervous.
Well, it sounds like you're getting nervous. I know that, you know.
I'm voting
I know
for him
that
because
you
my
have.
life was
Listen,
better.
shh,
I
calm
think
down.
the
Calm down.
country was
Listen, I want to
better.
get back to
I
what you
think
said.
Are you going
Thank
to
you.
let me
Guess I
answer
need
the
to.
question?
Well, I want to
Are you
answer
gonna
what you
continue
just
to do
said.
this?
I'd like to answer what you just said. You're getting
gonna
very
get
nervous.
off of
I
here
know
if
that
you're
you
not gonna
have.
answer the question.
Listen, I know you have an attractive man in front of you, but you got to calm down. I'm trying to answer your question and what you had said regarding the
Trump
criminal
is in
case.
the background.
Sir, excuse me. Sorry, you like Trump? You say?
No,
Maybe you'll feel more comfortable.
Man, and I said Trump is.
Maybe you'll feel more comfortable if Donald Trump is presenting the facts to you, okay? So let's recognize Donald Trump was found guilty on 34 felony counts by a bipartisan unanimous jury appointed by my own lawyers. My own lawyers appointed the case, right? They appointed the jurors.
So you're not interested in debating. You just want to rag on people, and you don't want to have a conversation.
Calm down. Don't get emotional on me. Sir, I'm trying to explain something. I'm trying to, sir.
Bro,
who's the one who
needs to calm down?
Who's the one that needs to calm down? The one screaming?
Let me answer the question.
Who's the one? Sir, who's the one who needs to calm down? The one screaming over Johnny or Johnny? Right? Maybe it's the one screaming over Johnny. Okay, so again, calm down.
You're the one that hits the mute button, dude.
Well, because you're screaming. Because you're screaming. Let's take a step back.
You're a pansy because you won't let nobody talk.
Everybody notice, again, we're on the insulting phase. Again, I told you step one was victimizing himself.
You can insult.
You victimize yourself. Now you're insulting. Step three, you're going to move into hate criming. Calm down. You're going to get aggressive. That's step three.
So do you want me to answer your question?
I want to respond to what you said about Donald Trump not being a felon.
Answer the question.
Right. I want to respond to what you said about Donald Trump being not being a felon. So again, you said Donald Trump isn't a felon because of political persecution, but Donald Trump was found guilty by a unanimous bipartisan jury. His lawyers appointed. So your case is debunked.
It's going to be a return.
Thanks. That's not how life works. It's not.
I want you to save my information so you can come back.
It's not going to be overturned. Christina, thank you so much for the $10. She says for Tylenol after dealing with you. Okay, so again, thank you so much, Christina. So one more time. Do you think that Hunter Biden committed a crime?
Do I think Hunter Biden committed?
Yeah.
I haven't followed it enough to actually to say yes or no on that.
Dude, Hunter Biden's a convicted felon. Why are you sympathizing with felons so much? Are you a felon? Are you yourself a felon?
I told you that I haven't followed Hunter Biden because I really don't care about Hunter Biden because Hunter Biden's not the president.
Did Joe Biden commit a crime?
Did Joe Biden?
Yeah. Did Joe Biden commit a crime?
I think it's a possibility. I don't think that it's ever been proven.
You just refuse to answer this question. You're like, I think possibly, maybe, if and or buts, technically, someday, possibly Santa Claus.
That's absolutely
I just need like a yes or no. No, that's what you're doing. You're dancing around the question even more so than JD Vance did at the debate. Do you think Hillary Clinton committed a crime?
No, I said that it has.
Do you think Hillary Clinton committed a crime?
I don't think she's been tried for it.
I can't.
Do it.
I can't. You're dancing around the question so much.
Okay, so my personal opinion is I think she has.
Okay, so you're saying she has, but we recognize that, as you had mentioned before, she was not put on trial for a crime because there was no charge against her, no indictment against her, and every investigation. Stop saying correct. I'm speaking. Calm down.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, right. I agree. Calm down. You're not helping the MAGA Republicans in the chat. They're getting a little upset with you agreeing with me. Calm down. So again, Hillary Clinton had committee hearing after committee hearing after committee hearing after investigation after investigation after investigation against her, and yet they still found no wrongdoing. And that's your Congress. That's your Republican Party. They found no wrongdoing into her, right? Your Republican Congress said she did no wrongdoing. And MAGA Republicans can keep saying she did something wrong, just like you said. You just said you think she committed a crime. Your party said she didn't. But you're saying that lack of evidence. I'm not done. You're saying that lack of evidence. I'm not done. I'm not done. You're saying that lack of evidence is more than enough to say she committed a crime in your eyes. But the overabundance of evidence, the bipartisan unanimous juries appointed by his own lawyers, and the convictions isn't enough for you to say that Donald Trump did any wrongdoing. That's called hypocrisy, right? You're saying it's political persecution for Donald Trump and that he couldn't have possibly done the crimes he committed.
I never said that.
I'm not done. Yes, you did. You literally said it was political persecution.
Never said that.
You're going to shut up or I'm going to shut you up. So you said it was political persecution and that the courts were against him. You said it was political persecution. Again, I'll say that again. You said it was political persecution and the courts were against him. Now I made the comparison and said, do you think Hillary Clinton committed a crime? You said, yep. You said, yes, you do. And then I said, oh, that's hypocrisy then, because she is actually innocent. There was no crime. Your party declared that when they did their committee hearings and investigations in Congress. And now you're saying, well, I never said that Donald Trump was political persecution. I mean, I think Donald Trump is a felon. Blah, blah, blah. Now you're trying to change the story, man. You said it was political persecution. The chat heard you. You got hypocrisy. I mean, you made a hypocrisy and you got called out.
You've never let me finish the story.
I don't really want to hear about your backstory. Listen, if you want to tell me your backstory, you ought to ask me out to dinner first.
Your agenda.
Excuse me. If you want to give me your backstory, you ought to ask me out to dinner first. Joshua, thank you so much for the $25 from the DNC. Woo! DNC is coming in clutch today. I want to say a huge thank you, Joshua, and a huge thank you to the DNC. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be a paid shill. Anyhow, when is my George Soros check coming in?
Opportunity to finish the original.
I think I'm doing everybody a favor because you're slurring a little bit. Anyway, so why are you voting for the felon? Do you support crime?
No, I'm voting for the so-called felon.
Sly, thank you so much for the subscription. Glad that you're part of our little team here. Folks, we are almost at 100 subscriptions. Join our little family. We'd be happy to have you.
Because my life and my family's life and everybody that I associate with, life was better while Donald Trump was president.
So you don't associate with a lot of...
We felt safer.
So everybody you associate with... Thank you. So everybody you associate with, their life was better. All right. Okay. All right. Are you good now, Tiger? Tiger, get it out of your system.
It was definitely American first policy.
All right, hold on. Let me help out. There you go. So again, you're saying that everybody you associated around was doing better under Donald Trump. I assume that you don't associate yourself with a lot of middle-class Americans, LGBTQ plus Americans, Black Americans, women, Muslim Americans, basically anybody who isn't, a 40-year-old white man from Alabama.
Now, you won't even let me finish.
You're gonna quiet run away? Oh no, whatever will I do? Hold on, wait, before you go, can I shut it? Hold on, 1 second. Well, before you go, let me shed a tear for you.
Dude, your mom should shed a tear for you. Because you're a loser.
Oh no, gosh. Whatever will I do? Oh, he actually did run away. So sad. So sad. I'm so sad. I love how he literally... Guys, didn't I tell you? It's every single time. They jump in, they start victimizing themselves, saying that they're the victim of something. Then they start insulting. Then they get aggressive, which he did. And then they move into slurs, which he did. It was the full circle. He went from... It's every single time. They go from victimizing themselves to insulting to aggression to slurs. It's a simple psychology circle. It is the same thing over and over and over and over again. Does not change. Thank you to the folks who are subscribing. I see you. I'm going to give you a shout out in a little bit. Guest, hi. So are you voting for the felon?
Yes, I am.
Why'd you say that so excited? Like, why were you so excited about that?
Well, you asked the question.
Yeah, and you were like, yes, I can't wait to vote for the felon. You were like, oh, I just love crime. Like, calm down, man. You're not like Batman or something. Why are you, you know what I mean? So anyway, why do you support the felon?
Anybody can be Batman.
Okay, now it's giving creepy. It's giving JD Vance. So anyway, why are you voting for the felon?
You brought up Batman.
Oh, thank you. John, yeah, let's go. Joshua goes, this one's from Joshua, $10 from George Soros. Thank you so much, Joshua, and thank you, George Soros. And then we got $10 from Muse and Sun Home Decor. Thank you so much, Muse. That was hilarious. Hey, Joshua, you're killing me with this stuff. This is funny. Anyway, so yeah, get to the point. What were you saying?
Didn't you bring up Batman?
Do you have like a thing for Batman?
No, you brought it up.
You know, listen.
Brought up Batman.
Hey, are you like?
No.
Like, because but it sounds like you got a thing for Batman. So, because I am, so I'm curious if you are, too. Because I could go for dinner tonight if you are interested. If you wanted to ask me anything about going to dinner tonight, I haven't eaten yet.
You have a lot of handwork, and you know what that means. Answer the question.
Where are we going? Panera?
No, answer the question.
Panera date? Let's get W Panera date in the chat. We're going to Panera. Okay, when are you picking me up? What's your time zone?
Time zone? What are you talking about?
Okay, I forgot you're MAGA, so you don't know what the clock is. So basically, right now, on like the East Coast, it's almost 8 o'clock.
Midwest.
On the West Coast, it's like 5 p.m.
Figure it out. It's called the Midwest.
Okay, so so you'd be in the middle there, right? Again, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna take a step back. You don't actually seem that educated. So forget the date. Forget the date. You could just mail me my Panera.
Figure it out.
You can just mail me my Panera. You could just
figure it out, bright boy.
I'm gonna take a rain check on the date. Just mail me the Panera. So anyway, why are you? So you support felons because
he's a better choice where we're at right now.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why not?
Well, that's like me asking you. That's like me saying, okay, I'm speaking. So that's like me asking you, hey, what kind of food do you want at our date tonight? And you saying the edible kind. I need you to break down the recipe here. How is he a better candidate?
He's just better for right now what we're getting into.
What?
You didn't hear what?
That doesn't make sense. I really need you to break it down, right? Give the ingredients. Okay. Think of it like a recipe. Wait, hold on. When you see a recipe, does it just say the name of the recipe on top and then underneath it says you look pretty today? No, the recipe gives you ingredients and like a checklist. Can you try that?
Take your earmuffs off and listen.
So these are called headphones. It's so I can hear you.
You didn't even listen.
You just said earmuffs. You said earmuffs. These are headphones. These are headphones. I'm just listen. You're the one who called them earmuffs. I'm just trying to. Anyway,
they look like earmuffs.
Are you sundowning?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all right. You're very emotional.
No, I'm not. Actually, you are. Yep, there you go. Look at that expression.
Yeah.
Beautiful teeth, big man.
Listen, again, I already said I'm not going on the date with you. I'm not going on the date with you. I'm not going on the date with you. Thank you for complimenting my teeth. But I'm just not going on the date with you. Anyway, so you're probably going to get kicked real soon because I'm getting kind of bored of you and you're not really answering the question.
You don't know what to say. You don't know what to say with this guy.
No, I think most people won't know what to say with this guy. I think most people.
You have no idea what to talk about.
Anyway, okay, again, so I'm gonna try one more time here. Taking a step back, and thank you again for complimenting my body so many times. I'm glad you like it. But it's just we're not interested right now, unfortunately. So sorry. But always glad to meet a fellow. But yeah, so why are you voting for a criminal?
Can I say one little thing?
Why are people telling me to look at your follow list? Who's in your follow list?
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? Who's in your follow list? What are you hiding from us? You were going to ask me on a date, and you're talking about this body because you want the body, but you're going to come up here and then you hide your following list? No, if we're going to be in a relationship, you got to tell me what's in your following list. Why are people telling me to look at your follow list?
I'm bringing up your hand movements because you don't know what to say.
Excuse me. You said I have very nice teeth. You complimented how, muscular I am. You said I have beautiful eyes. You literally said you love the structure of my jaw. I mean, you quite literally did. You also said that I have beautiful skin texture, and you asked if you could see my backside. That's on you. But I'm trying to understand what's wrong with your following list. Everybody's saying that your following list is a red flag. Please listen, sir. I might be too old for what you're looking for, but apparently your following list is a big red flag. So maybe it's just time you go. Time you go. Chris, hi. Are you voting for? Wait, let me get this cough out. 1 sec. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Are you voting for?
She's a fucking nigger. Fuck that nigger here. She's a fucking nigger.
Well, that's your average MAGA Republican for you. Again, and then, you know what? For all of you all who were here before when that girl came up and was like, I'm sorry that people are calling you slurs, let that girl come back and say, I'm so sorry that they're saying the N-word. Shucks, I'm still going to vote for Donald Trump, but... Really? Are we doing this? What is going on? This is your average Republican Party. I can't. Screw it, one from Trump. Yo, Joshua, can we get some Joshuas in the chat, please? Joshua just said another $10 and said this one's from Trump. Joshua, thank you so much, man. That's hilarious. I appreciate it. Let's get some Joshuas in the chat. Thank you so much, Joshua. Wow. I can't with MAGA Republicans. Why are they so overly emotional? Like, who hurt them? Oh, well, actually... Let's try again. Folks, if you're voting for Donald Trump, join the guest request and let's have a chat. Don't be shy. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. We'll have a great discussion. It'll be great. It'll be huge. It'll be huge. Jeff, hi. Are you voting for the felon? Jeff?
Yes, I am.
I don't like the way you said that.
Hello.
Yeah, I didn't like the way you said that much. So yeah, why are you voting for the felon? Do you support crime or do you just hate our police or...
Well, I'm voting for Trump because I'm actually a Democrat, and I'm switching to...
Stop it. Listen, if I had a nickel for every time you guys say you're a Democrat, there would be no Republicans left. You all just claim you're Democrats. You're not fooling anybody. You're not unique. You're not quirky by saying that. You know what I mean? Like Donald Trump is running around saying, I'm a Democrat too. It's all of y'all do this. It's not, you're not quirky, you're not unique, you're not special. Stop being such a pick me girl. Like, chill out, right? Literally, if I had a nickel for every single time you MAGA Republicans came up here and said, I'm a Democrat and I'm voting for Donald Trump, I would have no Republicans left to talk to. So, again, why are you voting for the felon?
I'm voting for Trump because I like his deportation policy. I'm actually...
Tell me Donald Trump's border policy. Go ahead.
I'm actually interested in getting educated because most of my information comes from, YouTube and news and interviews and stuff like that. And then I actually I do the research. I just, go from secondhand knowledge. So
yeah, okay. Can you tell me what you just said that you like Donald Trump's border policy? Can you break it down?
From what I heard, he's planning on deporting most of the illegal.
What?
He's deporting. He's deporting most, if not all, illegal.
Okay, let's go through it. So he wants to build the wall. You agree with that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. He wants to staff the wall with 2,000 soldiers. You agree with that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. He wants to cap immigration so that only a certain amount of people can come over the border per day. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Okay, I actually like that one too, I'm not going to lie. He wants to put an asylum clause in. So if you come here seeking asylum illegally, he's going to turn you away. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then he wants to give millions of dollars. If he wants to give millions of dollars to border states like Texas, Nevada, Arizona, so that they can secure the border how they see fit and kind of take a backseat. So he wants to give the power to the states, same way he did with all those, You agree?
I love a secure border, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you agree with the wall, you agree with the soldiers, you agree with the cap on immigration, you agree with asylum, you agree with him giving that money to the states.
I'm guessing you're going to say those are Harris's
No, I don't have to. You said it for me. Thank you.
I saw that come.
Folks, if you're voting for Donald Trump, jump on into the guest request and let's have a chat. If you like what you're hearing today, feel free to support me. Venmo, PayPal are in the bio, and I greatly appreciate it. Or if you feel bad for me that I got to deal with this, Venmo, PayPal in the bio. He literally just said he agrees with every single policy and then goes, let me guess, you're going to say that those are Kamala's now? Didn't have to. You said it for me, my friend. Again, if you tell a MAGA Republican a policy and just claim it's Donald Trump's policy, they will always say they support it. They will always say they support it. You could literally say, this is Donald Trump's policy, and it could be Kamala's policy. They will always say they support it, so long as you put Donald Trump's name on it. Same way that they're like, I like no tax on tips, without realizing that Donald Trump's no tax on tips policy is Bernie Sanders' policy. Every time. They literally fall for it every time. They're like, no tax on tips, that's great. Bernie Sanders came up with that. For all of you who are just tuning in and missed it, we just had a MAGA Republican who thought I was telling him about Donald Trump's immigration plan, but then he found out it was actually Kamala's plan by the time he agreed with every single thing in the plan.